Okay, this is part 2 of cash flow identity. Last time I described these equations. Now I'm going to continue expanding uh, the cash flow identity. Okay, then what happens if I just put this in order? I have total assets here. Then what I will do is the following. I will start saying total asset. Where is total asset? Total asset. I'm going to start with this equation. Okay, then I'm going to start putting here. Hold on. Nope. Sorry. I'm gonna move here. I'm gonna put more space here. Okay. Then and total asset. What is total asset? I have here total asset. Then and total asset is equal to current asset plus net fixed asset. This is total asset. Is going to be equal to total liability. What is total liability? Is this okay? I'm going to put it in another color. And total liability is this. Okay. And total asset is this. Okay. Then I'm going to come back to the same color. Then this is going to be equal to total liabilities is equal to current liabilities plus plus long-term debt plus long-term debt plus current financial liability. This is total liabilities. And shareholder equity, I forgot here is shareholder equity. Okay, shareholder equity is equal to common stock plus preferred stock plus retained earnings. Okay, and what happens if this is an identity. This is true. Okay, total asset equal to total liabilities plus shareholder equity. What happens if, as in any applying just simple algebra, I just subtract what I gotta put here. This is time t. Okay, forgot to indicate that every term is always referring to a specific period. Okay, can be a quarter or a year. And what happens if I subtract the same values but of the previous year? Okay, plus net fixed asset of the previous year is equal to current liability of the previous year plus long-term debt of the previous year plus current financial liability of the previous year plus common stock of the previous year plus preferred stock of the previous year plus retained earnings of the previous year. Okay, this is an identity also, but if I subtract them, what will happen? This identity is going to be true also. This is a subtraction. Current assets of today minus current assets of yesterday, I'm going to indicate this as a delta. So delta of current assets plus delta of net fixed asset is going to be equal to delta of current liability plus delta of long-term debt plus delta of current financial liability plus delta of current stock plus delta of preferred stock plus delta of retained earnings. Okay, this identity is true. Okay, it's because I just subtracted another identity, and according to the basic algebra of secundaria, this is true. Okay, then since one, I'm gonna focus a little bit more on this term. On this term. Okay. Okay. What is delta? Delta. Oh, sorry. What is delta return earnings? Oops. Sorry. What is the delta of? I'm gonna move this one up. Then what is delta of retained earnings? Okay, delta of retained earnings is equal to a retained earnings of today minus retained earnings of yesterday. Okay, if I go up a little bit, I'm gonna see that this is this part. Okay, if I just send this one to the left part, it's gonna be the delta retained earnings. Okay, then what happened here is that delta of retained earnings is equal to, is just sending this term to the other side. Then this is, I'm talking about delta, and this is going to be equal to net income of time t minus dividends of time t. And this is, I'm going to clear a little bit because I don't like this. Okay, and basically this is net income at time t minus dividends. Okay, and this is the difference of retained earnings. Okay, then I'm gonna keep that in mind. Then I'm gonna go down. Okay, I'm gonna go down a little bit more. Okay, and here I'm gonna continue working on the identity. Then if I just substitute these retained earnings here, okay, then I'm gonna end up in something like the following. Okay, like the following. Then it's delta current asset plus delta of net fixed asset is going to be equal to delta of current liability plus delta of long-term debt plus delta of current financial liability plus delta of common stock plus delta of preferred stock plus, and here I'm going to substitute the other one, is net income at time t minus dividends at time t. But if we remember what is net income, we have here net income is all this formula. Okay, oh sorry, net income is this formula. Okay, if I put that formula over here, if I substitute that one over here, what's going to happen? Then I'm going to put now current asset, delta of current asset plus delta of net fixed asset is going to be equal to delta of current liability plus delta of long-term debt plus delta of current financial liability plus delta of common stock plus delta of preferred stock plus, now instead of putting all in net income, I'm going to put all the formula of net income. Okay, the net income, I remember I have here net income. I'm going to put now, where am I? Net income is going to be equal to, I'm going to put it like this way, sales minus cost of goods sold of time t minus sales and general administrative expenses of time t minus depreciation of time t minus interest expenses of time t minus taxes of time t. Okay, this is net income minus dividend of time t. Okay, then when I'm very close to finish, then I'm gonna stop here, and then I'm gonna move the last part to part number 3. Okay.